Pastor, yeah, there you go.
Okay, yeah, I'm saying I was talking on reducing obesity in our society. Um, like I thought, obesity is kind of something that is a growing, can I say, pandemic, a problem in our society because unlike the American society is reducing in weight, in body uh, mass. Other societies like let's say maybe Latin America and Asia, they are increasing in weight. So I kind of find it interesting to talk about it. And for a start, I thought it's very important for us to know how and why people get obese. Because I found that it was because of the fact that people overeat that they get obese. And if they get obese, it is because of the fat that is accumulated in the body. And because of the accumulation of fat, at a certain level, since it cannot increase, since it cannot expand anymore, the fat cells only increases in our body. And because of the increase in the fat cells, it increases our body mass index, which is just a measure of the proportion of your height to your weight. So if your weight is more compared to your height, or your height is more compared to your weight, then you are certainly going to be obese. So I thought that it's good for us to know something about the categorization of the body mass index. And if you realize that if you are below 18.5, then you are underweight. Interestingly, most of us are not in this class, probably not obese. The normal weight for a human being is supposed to be between 18.5 and 24.9. And for overweight people, who are not yet obese, is between 25 to 29.5. And for those who are obese, are those who are greater than 30. I found that so many people among us, I found that when I tried to put a measure of myself into the screen, I realized that I was not even close to it because my weight was far below. So this was a typical example that I found when I was doing the work, that this is the kind of a situation where we're talking about too much of body mass index for somebody who cannot control, who has too much fat. Okay, and I thought that it's very necessary for us to know why people get obese. Because sometimes it may just be something that we do unconsciously, or somebody is doing among us, and then in our family, and doesn't know why they are doing that, what is going to happen. And I found that it was if you consume too many calories, you're certainly going to be obese. If you don't do any activity, like a lot of people maybe stay home, they don't move around. Especially in winter, we gain weight because we can't do exercises and other stuff. Sometimes it's because of medication, and I found that if you smoke, the number of sticks of cigarette that you smoke, if you reduce the number, you probably may gain weight. Okay, this was the final part of my work, and which the topic was reducing obesity. And for us to reduce obesity, we must be able to aim at the following. If we have to reduce our weight, then we have to struggle to maintain the weight that we're cutting down from. Because if you cannot do it, it is very difficult for you to gain the weight once you were obese, because it will just be kind of living from one thing, cutting down the weight and going back to it, because it's very easy. Because if you have gained the weight because you were not exercising, it is possible that you can easily get back to the weight when you stop doing the exercise again. So and then I thought that if you have to reduce the weight, then you have to change your diets. You have to eat more of fruits, vegetable, and whole grain. You have to exercise. If you have a prescription that you are on, the interesting thing is that the prescription, you have to take it for the rest of your life. Because if you stop the prescription, you're going to get the weight back in. Okay. And finally, I thought about weight loss surgery, which is interestingly, in 2008, there were 220,000 people who went through weight loss surgery in the United States. And that's what I got for the topic. Thank you.
Thank you, Michael. Nice work. Elizabeth?